Okay. Well, last time you guys had just left the Tidiku Den after going there in pursuit of the package that you were trailing, in hopes of getting a better look at the internals of the package and who it was being delivered to directly. After being escorted there by Winter Moon, who ended up betraying you to Tosvavas, you guys avoided a fight and struck a deal to do jobs for Tosvavas and the Tidiku Den in trade for the debt of Mr. Exania. You guys now found yourselves outside with the pamphlet in hand, mid-morning, in the city of Sunder. The sun is coming up. It is warm on your face. The smell of salt and sand is in the air. And people are beginning to rouse and go into the streets full force in their daily routines. What are you guys doing?
I know this is probably illegal, but I'm really upset with Wintermoon. I kind of want to, he picks up his hammer, I just want to beat her head in with this.
Well, unfortunately, that's the state of things.
I feel pretty stupid. I feel like it was my fault we got in trouble. We got caught up here.
Well, can't know everything, unfortunately. But so, what's the plan of action now?
Well, I'd like to send a message to Vongren. Tell me at least know where the box is. That was the only thing we're supposed to do. Maybe we can figure out what to do next. I know we're going to be helping little buddy Ford, help him out with these little debts that he has. You got a tattoo today, don't you, buddy?
I believe so. A little nervous.
Well, give me 1 second. Let me put together what I want to send Vongren and tell him about. I'm not sure if I want to tell him everything, but I mean, he at least should know what happened. Maybe even tell him that we saw the inside of the box.
He wants the box pretty bad, huh?
He wanted to know where it went.
Interesting. Straight to the hands of a cat.
It was a rather big cat.
So, where are we currently?
I'd say we're like
You are right
A little bit.
exactly there.
somewhere outside Tosvalas. So is it like, how do you say his name? Is it like Tosvalas, like V-O-L-N?
Bombus.
Tosvavas. It is actually spelled correctly on the screen there.
Tosvalas? Okay. Did you see how large he was? He was as big as I am.
Maybe bigger.
I don't know, I've seen a lot of. Do I know like the? Well, I guess. Would I know what like a fucking? Oh my god, like a Tabaxi and Leonin. Is there like a difference between them and shit? I mean, I know there's a difference, but.
Well, probably not based on your heritage and your how you grew up, but you can make a history check.
Oh man.
No, not even a little
Cat
bit.
people. There's cat people.
They have different looks about them, but some people look different to you, and you don't want to assume because you're not familiar with these races that maybe they are the same race and just look slightly different. So you're unclear.
You know, I don't really look too much at race, I guess. I'm not really the best with people.
That's okay. So, what's the agenda for today? What are you gonna...
I have nobody. Like I said, the only thing I have to do is just message Vongren.
So,
I feel like
let's go ahead and go to the shops, hang around, tattoo area.
Go back to the bazaar, right?
Yeah. Let's go. Maybe check out some equipment there.
Seems our friends are a little bit tired still.
Yeah.
So you guys are headed towards the bazaar?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're headed there, your two companions are a little bit sluggish and pensive and taking up the tail of of your little caravan. As you walk towards the bazaar, I want to have both of you two make a perception check for me, being in front.
Oh,
Come the fuck on, man. I think I told you that fucking goddamn thing. Bullshit.
Oh,
I'm reloading you again. Fuck you.
Sam, did you want to make a perception check?
I am. I just have to load up.
There you go. 11. Yeah, you see a lot of people in the streets, some traders and sailors, denizens of the city of Cinder are dressed in various forms of different levels of garb. Some are very high dressed, some are very low, and was basically rags. You see people that are working, carrying tools, working on the outside of buildings, some beggars, some trying to panhandle coin around some specific corners of the streets. But one stands out to you just well enough because while everyone in the city is very diverse, this one is wandering around and looking different directions, holding a piece of paper and kind of looking around. It's an elderly human, looks like, has a medium white beard, hair pulled back, and he wearing glasses and trying to get an air about where he is. He looks kind of lost. And upon seeing you guys walking towards him in his specific direction, because he happens to be between you and the bazaar, he turns and looks at you, Pell, and sees similar white hair and glasses and finds familiarity there and smiles, walks over towards you. Excuse me, I'm kind of new here. Do you know of any temples or any places of worship nearby?
Oh, hello, young man. I'm not really sure myself. I only recently came here, but I actually need to know where that is myself.
2 peas of a pod, then. What, are you of a spiritual nature?
Oh, I'm a devotee of Saloon, Mother Moon.
I worship Il Mater myself, but well met in all the same. Well, I wish you best of luck on your travels. I'm not sure how long I'll be around in several regards, but I wish you the best. Oh, and he reaches into a pocket, just inside of his coat, and he pulls out a letter and hands it to you. You are seen. And he reaches the letter towards you.
Huh. Well,
And-
thank you, buddy. Gonna slap him on the back.
And he walks away promptly, a little quicker than you probably expected, but he walks down the street, just finding a direction and heading into it briskly.
Well, Sam, you wanna come look at this with me?
That was an odd interaction.
Yeah. Secret piece probably has eyes on us out here. Well, let's open it and check.
Okay. You open the letter, and it's not of a particular. It doesn't look suspicious or any of a particular nature at all, but it is sealed with wax, black, not a nondescript seal, just a plain stamp. As you open it up, it is a normal-sized letter, and it is written in black text. Do you speak Sylvan, or read Sylvan?
Yeah.
You do. Okay. The letter says simply, just a few sentences, "We know where you are, despite your attempts to avert. We know where you will go. You cannot stop us." With with a byline of S. It just says S, like just a very intricate letter S, but it's just one letter.
I'm sorry, but in my head, you know that episode of SpongeBob where he's like doing his essay, and he like spends forever making the T. So what does it say now?
We know where you are, despite your attempts to avert. We know where you are going. We cannot be stopped. Signed with an S.
Despite your attempts at what?
Of I've already forgotten what I said. Of averting, of avoiding us, basically.
Yeah. Averting. What was after that?
We cannot be stopped. This was given to you by the old man.
Well, this is pretty fucking ominous. Would you like to read this, buddy?
What does it say? Summarize it for me.
Can you read the high language?
I don't know if we can or not.
You take a look at your character sheet, see if you can read Sylvan. See what languages you know.
I think as long as it's in your no languages.
He's
It's
illiterate.
it's a bit thicker of the Elvish. So it says, "We know where you are, despite your attempts at averting. You cannot be stopped." And then it just has an S.
Wow. So that's fucking creepy.
Yeah, it's pretty ominous.
So what's this about?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Hold on. Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
Huh? Anyways. So I guess we should probably lay a little lower.
I'm gonna hold on to that. I feel like I should message Vaughn though. He has to know at least that we found the box. We knew where it was going. Hold on, let me do math in my head.
Okay.
What was the fucking things inside the box again? I know there's an arm, a letter.
Pull my binder out of my freaking butt. Where'd it go? Right. Don't have it in front of me. My binder's in my car. Going off memory, it was a runed bullhorn that seems to have been cut cleanly off. There was a scroll and a tuning fork that had a green sheen to it.
Yeah, I see it. A rune, fucking metallic fork, scroll, and a runed horn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me see. I'm just doing the words in my head to see if it's enough. Vongren, we found the box. It went to Toast Ballas. He opened the box. It had a horn, metal cord, and a scroll.
3 words left.
I think I got 3. What now?
What now? Not but a few moments later, you get a reply internally in your mind. I'm not familiar with Tos Vavas directly. These items seem ominous, but I can't piece it together. When you're around nearby, I would like to meet you.
Now, so I'm just sending again. Do I know if like where around is in comparison to him?
Yes, you know that he is based in Cliff Creek.
Okay. Yeah, so like, whew. Sorry, Agmore, we gotta go across water again. Fuck it, hold on, let me think. Because I'm probably just gonna send sending again. Okay, fuck it, I will. Also, weird thing, ran into a beggar, gave me a note. That's not there. Note was cryptic. Do you know anyone with an S for their name? No.
You get to. Do you know anyone with an S for? And then it cuts off. No S acronyms that I'm aware of. It definitely wasn't from us. If you're in Sunder, please be safe and keep your head on the swivel. That's the end of the message.
Sam, you said this, didn't you? Sign with an S. You're the only person I know with an S.
Damn it, you figured me out. I didn't send a damn note. I'm the only person in the world with a S name.
Yes.
Oh well, interesting situation.
What are you guys doing now?
Fucking weird morning. Let's go get some food at this sandwich shop again.
Proceeding further to the bazaar, you find yourselves on the opposite end of the bazaar. On this end, there is not a grand entrance. There are several smaller entrances. Going through any one of them will lead you into a centralized area that is what is known as the Trifork of this end of the bazaar. There are just shops in this area, but the path goes from a centralized, a central path that forks into 2 that goes down the length of the bazaar, where there's shops left, right, and center. They combine here into a single path that ventures for several feet, and then branches into these 3 paths that exit this end of the bazaar. At this end of the bazaar, you see several shops, more of raw materials. There is a shop that apparently is piled high with different forms of rope and leathers. Most of them have been twined and ready for sale and bound up. There's a butcher with hanging meats. There is a shop that has just piles of different fruits and vegetables, some of which are familiar, some of which are not. There's tea shops, one place that has a actual front door, like there's an actual storefront with a door and windows. And looking inside, there is racks and shelves full of books. There's a number of shops as you go along. Does anything in particular strike you?
So, Sammy, you're a smart boy, right?
I mean, I guess. I don't like self-proclaim myself to be a genius.
You ever go in any libraries or anything?
No, I would be interested though.
Probably learn a thing or two.
Okay, let's go. I'm definitely okay with it. Maybe we'll discover something. You never know.
Never know.
Going into the bookshop, then you open the door. The door is half made of glass with the big window in the middle. That's been marked with several crossbars for stability and for decoration. Open the door. Are some bells that have been tied on the front of a nail on the inside of the door. Jingle. As you come inside, the door signs behind you, and the bells jingle again. Hello, welcome. Are you in the nature of any particular books or anything I can help you with?
Books, maybe. Do you have spell scrolls?
I have a very, very fine few. Not anything particularly powerful or impressive, but I have a few. What can I do for you?
Just to browse around mostly. Do you know if there's any other, scroll shops or something like that in the city?
Yeah, if you're looking for the high-end stuff, usually Gurk has that. Guess we get out on a lot of things like that, actually.
The jerky guy. I like jerky.
No, Gurk. I think you misheard me. His name is Gurk.
Oh. Does he sell jerky
I
there?
mean, he probably sells jerky. His warehouse has all manner of things.
I tell you, that man should be in the jerky business. Jerky's Gurkies.
Kind of honestly, he's kind of running a lot of us out of our smaller businesses, but it's fair trade, I suppose.
Oh, is it like Walmart?
What's a Walmart? I've never seen Wal.
No, it's just something out in the wild.
Oh, well.
Take over big business or small businesses.
I mean, that's about right, I suppose.
Well, I guess we can take a look at what you've got, though. Might as well help small businesses while we're here.
Hey, I would love it if you did.
Sure that.
All right.
And he pulls out a box from behind the counter and places it on top. The counter is off to the left side of the store. The rest of the store is just bookshelves and magazine racks, some bundles of raw paper and things. Okay, here, let me get this unlocked. Okay, and he opens the box, and inside there are 4 different scrolls. He filters through, and I've sold a lot more than I remember selling. I've got 4 here. Is there anything you're looking for in particular?
Not really.
Okay.
I just figured old smart boy over there could use some.
Well, let's see, I've got one here. He picks it up and looks at the little ink writing on the side of it, because it's sealed with a seal over some ribbon, some black ribbon. All these are, and on the side of the black ribbon, he has very tinily written the nature of the spell inside. He holds it up and holds it to the light so you can see it better. Turns it around. This one is for flying. Picks up another one. This one is for water breathing. This one is unlabeled apparently. And another one. He holds up the last one to the light. This one. Ooh, this is a spicy one. That's for fire damage. If you're ever in a pinch and need something to help you defend yourself. That's what I have left right now, anyway.
Well, do some neat.
Okay.
How much do they run?
The scrolls there about 150 each, except for the water breathing one. I can make that one. Or I can source that pretty easily. Call that one 115.
All right, now Cody, this is out of game.
Okay.
So as a wizard, I'm only telling you this because I played a wizard and I never got to do it because fucking Johnny never gave us spell scrolls. So you can take a spell scroll, and like usually if you use a spell scroll, it's like one and done. Like you use it one time and it's gone. You, on the other hand, you can take a spell scroll and copy it into your spell book and then have that spell down forever.
That's fucking really cool.
Yeah.
I only heard like one of those spells.
So he has fly, water breathing, and I think fireball.
Fly.
Yeah.
How much is fly?
That's 150. 150 gold, that is, to be clear.
150 gold.
Yes, sir.
Flying is pretty useful. I can do that. But I don't really cast spells, and it has to be at night.
Let me think about it.
No problem. Take your time. I'm gonna browse the inventory. This will be here with me if you need it. If there's anything you need in particular, or any rumors, stories, or other interests, I'm around. He puts the scrolls back in the box, shuts it, and puts it behind the counter with him.
Alright, one other thing that you need to copy a spell scroll, Cody, you have to have magic ink.
I mean,
Ink? Yeah, I got ink. You want ink for standard writing, magical writing, or other inscriptions, or colored ink for drawing? What kind of ink are you looking for?
oh, excuse me. I guess magic guy, honestly.
Okay.
I already have some normal ink.
Okay,
How much is
well, I got some magic ink. You want a couple pots of it, or what's your? How much are you looking for? As he's talking to you, he walks over to a certain area, and this area is where the raw inks and papers and bindings and stuff are. He passes the shelf that has a couple rows of different inks, and they're all labeled differently.
I have no idea how much you need, honestly. How much is it?
Well, each ink pot is 50 per pot, but it'll last you quite a while. And we have paper to go with that and everything. It's a slightly higher quality than normal, and everything's right here in bundles. You can get them individually. You can get them with as a bundle of something to prepare if you're wanting to do that. You can buy the ink and paper separately for 50 and 100 each, or you can buy them together for 150 it's a convenient package. I put it all in a little bag here, and it's kind of decorative and see. But yeah, that's there if you ever need it.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem. I'll just be over here out of the way. And he timidly walks out of view.
Now, would be quite handy.
Something guy will never go away.
Hey, this shit. Salesman, he's gonna try to sell it.
So, flying time.
It's pretty handy sometimes.
Sounds useful. Did you find anything you like?
Yeah, I'm not much of a. Well, not really a book guy all that much. I do like to draw sometimes, but not really that good. I only like to do like scenic pictures.
You don't like books.
Listen, I like one book, the Holy Book,
Wow.
Saloons, Guides and Gospels, Volume 3.
I've got a copy of that, and you see a book fly up from behind the counter, or not behind the counter, from a couple aisles back, because he's shorter than both of you, but he's so short that he actually is hidden by the bookshelves. But following the books, you look over and you see a hand with the book like straight up over one of the bookshelves.
Pet like pulls a little copy out from his side. Me too.
Oh,
I keep that thing on me.
I've got the second volume if you looking for some historic reading or anything.
I said the one good book. Volume 3 had none of the edits or copies from previous editions.
He doesn't respond. He's just quiet.
I know my books. I know this book.
Wow, buddy. So much for not liking books, huh?
I've also got blank books if you're looking to transcribe anything, or if you want something to draw in as you travel or something. It's an option. Yeah, every time he talks, the last part of his sentence just trails off as he like tries to blend into the background.
This guy's a character.
I think he means good, but I just don't want no book right now.
Oh, what do you say we get out of here? We go look at other shops?
All right.
What do we got? What's our option?
Oh, I just got a message from Anthony. He's tied up. He's gonna miss this session today, but that's okay.
Fuck it, we'll ride solo.
As you're in here, a couple, the door dings as a couple other people enter the store and start looking around. He starts helping them. Hello, welcome to my bookstore. You need anything, any help? And they start talking back and forth a little bit on the other side of the store.
Well, I'm done with this. Or like, whip myself around in a U-turn, start walking out.
Watch your head.
Boom! Hits it.
Ding, ding.
Damn it.
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm following this big goofy bastard out of the bookstore.
Okay. Yeah, as you leave, you hear, thank you for stopping by.
Goodbye.
Back in the bazaar, you are in the thick of it. People walking back and forth with their purchases. People yelling from their stores, trying to get people's attention. And there's a number of things in front of you. All kinds of smells of food, fresh and uncooked, and just the overall smell of the bazaar. What is your direction?
So, are you hungry?
Yeah, let's go get one of them sandwiches.
Lead the way.
Sandwich shop.
10 sandwiches.
Ibor pipes up
on
from
sandwich.
Ibor pipes up from the back. Really should have had Tosvalis' food. It was actually really good.
Oh, you could dine with the enemy another day.
Hey, you can kill a man after you eat a steak. It's not a problem.
I was pretty scared, not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna die, and I don't know, I just didn't feel hungry.
I don't have one side when I want to kill a cat.
It takes a while for you to walk through the entirety of the bazaar. It's very winding, and there's stuff constantly in your way. People have purposely laid their goods and stuff in the middle of the aisle, making you walk around them and look at them as you go by. But after a while, you do end up on the opposite side of the bazaar, where the sandwich shop was. And the same gentleman is there, smoking a pipe. There's only one seat open at the bar right now, but it's still just the same guy from before who is smoking from a pipe and flipping sandwiches.
How many seats are normally there?
There are 5 total bar stools, but there's currently only one open.
Okay, and beside the one that's open, who's sitting there? Like, what do they look like?
Okay. You guys normally don't ask questions like that, and I freaking love it. Sitting at the bar stool, there is 2 humans, 1 elf, and 1 Leonin. One of which you recognize. The others are unfamiliar.
Okay, the one that I don't recognize, I'm gonna go and say, mind if I have this beat?
You said you're going to one of the ones you don't recognize?
Yeah.
Okay. The human turns to you, looks over his shoulder at you briefly. Piss off. And then turns back around and keeps drinking.
Okay, so
If you're talking, your mic's cutting out.
can you hear me?
There you go.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to just laugh, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna ask one more time nicely. Can I have the seat?
He turns around, hand on the sword, on the hilt of the sword. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, hang on, guys. Got a thing here. Rosie, you want to say the thing? You want to say roll initiative?
Just talk it.
Get in here. Yeah. Thank you, baby.
And then just see Antonio.
You say what?
Antonio.
No, I have not seen him. I think he's in there.
Okay.
But yeah, so he stands up and puts a hand on his sword and says, "What are you going to do about it?"
Okay, I'll make you a deal. If you can beat me in an arm wrestling match, I'll leave you alone.
He shakes his head. I'm not going to arm wrestle you here. There's nowhere to. No. He's off again. He turns around and he sits down.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess you could be a coward in front of your friends, eh?
He turns around and spits on your foot and turns back around to his feet, to his food.
Okay, well, suit yourself. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and make an illusion of his drink spilling on him.
Prestidigitation doesn't make an illusion.
It does.
It does? Hang on one second, let me get the dog out here.
It's a small illusion. Hold on. Put the description in here.
Let me take a lookie.
Yeah, you create harmless sensory effects such as shower of sparks, puff of wind, faint musical notes, odors, etc.
Okay. Okay. So, what you're describing is more of an illusion. That's, in prestidigitation, it's talking about a sensory effect that is more of a fire or nature-based event. Like it's actually creating wind or sparks that don't cause anybody any harm or things like that. What you're talking about is actually making the guy believe that his drink has spilled, which would be like more along the lines of minor illusion.
Okay.
Now, if you want to,
You
Ah, you don't even read books.
also don't pay attention.
Wow. Well, that guy's a dick. I thought about fighting him, but maybe it's best to lay low when we have people.
the guy that you are familiar with gets up and stands and starts to walk away, and you recognize him as one of the sailors on the Dromedary, or that was in the Dromedary with you. But he was sitting. He was sitting directly next to the guy that you had a discussion with just now.
Telling you, if that guy was a crab, right? Right? Get it? Because we fought those crabs.
That make it worthwhile then, huh?
The guy behind the bar, you hear a grunting. He says, "You want some?"
Sandwich.
He points to Pell and points to Sam. Anything?
No, I'm good.
No sandwich.
Nods and goes back to the sandwiches. He takes one, put to the side on the side of the grill that's apparently been turned off, and flips it, make sure it's done. Puts it on a plate, puts it on the counter directly in front of Pell, at one of the two seats that are now open, and he puts on the counter and holds it in the hand. 2 silver.
Please, can I have some change back? And he gives him a gold.
You see him, and he looks at the gold for a second, puts it in the pouch, digs around for a second, and then gives you a handful of. Or he reaches out a hand for you.
Big hand goes out.
Then drops a pile of silver in your hand.
Thank you.
No
And
problem.
then Pell eats a sandwich, and like, you know those old cartoons where like their cheeks get really big and they just go in circles? That's how Pell eats a sandwich.
So you can subtract 1 gold and add in 5 silver.
8 silver.
Nope, 5 silver.
8 silver. Say those 2 gold or 2 silver.
If you count the change, he won't give you 5 back.
Bro, Pell will fucking drag him from across the bar and be like, give me my fucking money.
I mean, what are you doing?
Pell will grab him from across the bar and say, give me my fucking money.
He brings an arm up and tries to like break you off of from grabbing onto his clothes, and tries to break your grapple on him essentially. And calm down, it's just an accident. Fine. He reaches in his pocket and pulls out 3 more.
Thank
Gives it
you.
to you.
I think you missed the count, buddy. Don't know how damn good this sandwich is, but it's not that damn good.
God. He goes back to his sandwiches, but he takes a half step further into the kitchen area.
Stay back there.
What's up with these people?
I don't know, I hate this city. Do not like it.
Wimmy, stop.
As you're standing there, you there's a lot of calls going on right now. There are people calling from every booth around to try and get people to come to their store and different things. But one call comes from behind you that intrigues you slightly, and you hear a lady who is at a booth by herself, and not even a booth. She's at a table at the end of one of the aisles, and her table is covered in a brown and red cloth. And she calls out, "Fortunes, favors,
Yep, you got it.
futures, past, trinkets, and enchantments."
I think that sounds like a good idea. Personally.
Now, if they try to rip us off, I'm tired of this place already.
Yeah, same. There's no more little tricks after this.
I'm done with it.
Be done with it. Somebody's getting throttled.
You fellows there fancy a fortune telling?
Yes,
And
yes.
looking at her, she's an older lady. You can't tell if she's elven or human, but she has something in between nature. Maybe she's half elf, and she has a couple warts on her face, and there's some hair sprouting in some places. It's not very appealing at all. Her nose is larger and crooked in, but she just looks like an older, ugly lady. And she has a purple towel, or not a towel, but like a silk wrapped around her head. It covers most of her hair, and she's wearing clothes that probably should be heavier than necessary for this climate. But she's sitting there at the booth at her table, and there's one chair across from her. On the table, there is a small crystal ball that's the size of your fist laying directly in front of her on a small little stand. Come sit. Sit at Agatha's table.
Okay. I'll just walk over.
You're a large one, aren't you?
I get that from time to time.
Care to have your palm read or fortune told?
Sure.
Are you curious about your future?
Sometimes.
You see her pull out a deck of cards and think about it for a second, look at you, shake her head, put the cards away, and focus on her crystal ball for a second. What specific brand of future telling would you prefer? I have bones, I have palm reading, I have tarot cards, I have crystal ball. How should I view your future? Regardless, the cost is a gold to peer into the veil.
I have two that I'm definitely curious about. Is there like any differences between them?
Oh, there's differences in all things. The crystal ball allows me to see a vision of your future. Tarot cards allow me to read a bit further into the story of your story. The bones allow me to get an insight onto your being and how you will change. The palm reading tells me how you are and the nature of your inner self and what you might need. What makes you whole.
Oh. Kind of want to do them all.
This is agreeable, but
But
the
No,
winds of change only allow so much. I can do probably two before the waters get muddied, and I could not promise an accurate reading.
no, I think I should just do one. I don't want to know too much about the future. But
I've
I'm
also
gonna
got
roll.
something else if you're so inclined, but it could be dangerous.
I am intrigued.
Got it.
Dangerous how?
Well, the future I can read, the signs I can tell, the stories unfold before me. These are communicated. This other is a divination that takes its own life. It acts without my cause, and this mystical item would be of your own design. Regardless of my intent or power, it would react to you and of its own accord. Less of a fortune and more of a divination.
I don't know. I think I just might
And
get you to read my cards.
on the table, there currently, besides the crystal ball and the tablecloth, she opens a something under the table you can't see, but you hear her rummaging around. She's still sitting in front of you, and she pulls out some bones that appear to be either knuckle bones or spinal bones, and lays them on the table. She reaches down and pulls out a deck of cards, of tarot cards, and lays them on the other side of the crystal ball. And she takes out the third thing and very carefully lays it in front of her. And it is also a deck of cards. This deck of cards is in a leather pouch.
The other one isn't. It's just like cards.
Yeah, it appears to be a deck of tarot cards. And there's one, they're all facing down, but on the back of them it has like mystical symbols and star patterns and things.
Why do you have two deck of cards? I thought you just had the one.
The divination is this one. Those are for tellings. This is for actions and divine effects.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Okay, while he's holding on, I'm gonna go to get something out of my car real quick.
All good.
Okay, I'm back. Whew. Sick of having all my D&D stuff in the car. Where'd Matt go? He did?
Hey, sorry. Fucking Heather thought she saw a mouse in the sink.
Ooh.
Or did see a mouse, but he ran away.
So what is your pleasure?
So this other one, does it cost more than your regular fortune telling stuff?
This other one is free, but I'm not accountable for what happens when you use it. And you may only use it once.
You know, I've tried. I messed with a weird little orb not too long ago, and that sucked. I didn't know what I was getting into, and it sucked ass. So I don't
Maybe
know if
this
I'm
one will
just
turn your luck around.
I don't know. I thought getting this strange glass orb that I found on a deserted beach would be my turnaround, but little did I know.
Well, fortunes
Well,
wane
I mean-
and come. Wane and crest, come and go.
I'm
It's
not
all up
opposed
to the
trying
divines.
the other cards, though.
So you want your standard fortune told via tarot?
Yeah,
I can certainly do this if you want to pay a gold.
sure will. And he'll like flick it over.
Thank you. Have a seat.
Plops down.
You see her shuffle the deck and look at you while she's shuffling the deck. Reach out. May I see your palm?
Okay.
Pulls your hand up, places the cards in your hands, takes your other hand, puts your other hand on top of the deck, turns your hand over and then back, removes your hands, takes the cards back, then takes the top card out and puts it down. Ah, balance. Balance in all things. You are a well-rounded individual, both spiritually and intelligently. The next card is the Upside-Down Throne. You are dealing with someone who has either lost a throne or is aiming to get it but never will. The last card is the Fates. The Fates laugh at us, smile at us, and are indifferent towards us. Your fates are intertwined with someone who you may or may not know yet, but there's something on the horizon for you. This I know is very vague, but it is true, nonetheless. Whether you know it or not, yours and the others around you may be involved in something that maybe you know not. Picks up the cards, puts them back in. Fates are very mysterious in these ways, but I hope that you found some wisdom in this telling.
I will think about this.
May sailing bless you.
Upside down.
You there, elf. Would you like to have your fortune told in one regard or another? I think he's going to be out for a second.
Yeah. Should be proud about my fucking cigarettes too. I don't know what the hell I did with them. Just give me 1 second. I got my headphone in, so if you come, I'll run in here. I muted myself before I finished that.
Did you understand what I was putting down there, Matt?
Kinda. I got them all written down. I've got balance, upside down throne, the fates. Honestly, are you recording this?
I am. Yeah, should I pause?
I was gonna say I'll just listen to it later and just play it back, so I don't have to ask you 1,000 times.
No problem.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll bring it back. Mission accomplished.
So, just so you're aware of what I was getting at there. That's what we got. In case you were so inclined.
Do what?
Oh, were you not looking at the screen?
No. Where?
So, just in case you didn't understand what I was saying, this is what we have, in case you were so inclined.
Alright. I'm back.
I'm looking at the screen. I don't see nothing.
Do you not see my camera? Okay.
Can now?
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
the fucking thing on.
Okay.
I only see voice.
Can you see me now? Or no?
Hold on. I might have to refresh real quick. Okay.
Yeah,
Do
so
it again now.
just so you're aware, this is what we're working with.
Oh.
In case it comes up. But the older lady looks at Samael. You, sir, would you like to have your fortune told in one regard or another?
Yep. Yep. Sure would.
Which one would interest you the most? The bones, the ball, the cards, or the divine?
I'm all about the bones.
Bones. Okay. Roll me 3d6, please. 1 gold for the telling first, if you would.
Say 3d6.
Yes.
Hello. Hello.
2.
Hey, Matt, are you having audio trouble?
Yeah, I was for a second.
Okay.
I was on the other side. I was like, hello.
2, 3, and 3.
2, 3, and 3. Okay. You see her pick up the bones and cup them in her hands. Pick out a couple that apparently do not apply in your instance and put them aside. Roll them between her fingers. Look at you intently. Close her eyes. Then reach her hands out both as far as they'll go and drops them on the table. One of them clanks against the glass ball, the crystal ball, and they all roll on the different sides. She then takes a deep breath in and then looks down at the table. Oh. Not very telling, but interesting nonetheless. The way this one lands, you are of a nature you do not wish to understand, or one of which you are discarding. Maybe a family history or a certain secret you're ignoring or trying to repent from. Over here we have one that represents your innate ability and your will to manipulate things around you, both magical and mundane, people especially. One here indicates that although you have strength on this side of the bone, over here you are hollow and weak, but you hide it. And she picks up the bones and then puts them back with the other bones. Again, our fortunes are very ominous and slight general, but this is what we have to work with what the divines give us. I hope that you have found wisdom in this. Sadie and bless you.
Wow. Interesting.
This has made me think a little bit.
What do they say about you?
I did the cards.
Are you sure I cannot interest you? And she holds up the pouch, the leather pouch, and undoes the clasp on it. And just plays with it like she's going to open it, but just looks at you.
Well,
What is
maybe
that?
not right now. Our other friends are kind of feeling a bit under the weather, and I feel like they should experience this too.
Maybe another day, perhaps. And she latches the pouch and puts it away quickly.
I'll like grab her hand, or like pick up her hand, like kiss it. Like, very nice to meet you, Agatha.
Agatha's always welcoming of new patrons. She takes back your hand and smiles slightly. Tell your friends to come see Agatha if they ever are in the mood.
They should. You'll probably definitely hear poor little Ugbor question you all about this though.
Oh, poor Ugbor.
I welcome the interrogation.
He doesn't understand a whole lot, bless his heart.
He seems of a simple mind, and you turn around and see him like double fisting ales at the bar across the way.
Yeah, he do like to live free.
In this, a lot find happiness, but not much wisdom.
Until we meet again, Agatha.
She bows dramatically and sits back up at her table. Fortunes, tellings, palm readings. Okay, buddy. It's now close to midday, for whatever purpose that serves you. What are you guys looking for now?
Yeah, I want it.
You got a tattoo appointment, don't you, buddy?
Yeah, what time is that supposed to be? I don't remember.
You were told dinner time.
What?
You were told dinner time.
No.
Oh,
So still a couple hours away.
I feel like dinner is subjective, though. Or somebody works all night and they sleep all day. And dinner should be right before they go to bed. They could have dinner at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, you can certainly stop by the tattoo parlor if you're right in the neighborhood.
let's do
Well, I
it.
don't want to be a bother.
I do.
So you guys want to do the tattoo parlor?
Yeah.
You walk in, and the parlor is just the same as when you saw it last. The same canvases laid out, separated in different areas of the interior of the shop to make booths for the tattoo patrons and their artists. You walk in, and the same gentleman is actually manning up front with two other individuals who are in back performing live tattoos. And as you walk in, he's eating a sandwich and looking at a paper on the table in front of him. Oh, hey! Yeah, what's up? He puts the sandwich down. You're a little early for your appointment there, but I think you guys are just about free. Give him a couple, about 15, 20 minutes. It should be done, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna wait.
All right, I'll put you down.
All right. Well, is there anything else I can get for you in the meantime while you wait?
Yeah, I bought that sandwich.
Sure. I mean, takes out a knife from his belt, twists it around, and cuts off a small, like a corner, a fourth of the sandwich, and hands it over to you. Here you are, friend.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Well, you not expect that?
That sandwich guy likes to fucking rip people off, though, don't he?
Hey, everybody's here to make a buck. Personally, I find better success and people liking you.
Yeah. Yeah, that works better. Not when you just blatantly rob people or betray them.
Takes a few minutes. You look around at the different arts on the walls and things. The person that was in back working with someone, or one of the two, stands up. There's some brief conversation. You hear some excited talking, and a girl walks out with some sort of shine on her side. She's holding her shirt up just under the breast, and you see that she's got a tattoo right on her ribs of this mapscape that has different landmarks and stuff. Some you don't recognize, and she's all smiles and thanks and happies, and she walks by the front counter and digs into her pouch and leaves a couple silver on the bar as a tip, and waves and leaves the store. Hey, I'll come again. Come back, see us when that dries. We'll get some more detail on it. She says, all right, and walks out. All right, so this is your guy here. Yeah, you ready to go on? You need a minute? You ready to proceed?
No, I'm ready.
All right. Well, this guy over here, and he points to the back, and the guy who is getting cleaned up in the back is not what you're used to, Samuel. It's a very large individual covered in black scales, and he's very dragon looking. And that guy back there, his name is Goris. Very good at what he does, and he should be able to help you out with what you want there. Hey, Goris, you got your next appointment in here a little early, but he's ready to go if you are. And you hear him from the back. Yeah, just need a minute. All right, hurry up. And it takes him just a few seconds to get everything tied up, the chair put back in place. And Goris walks up and greets you. Hey, how you doing? Which one of you is here for the tat?
Oh, that's me.
All right, I like it. Young blood looking. All right, cool. And the figure is a black dragonborn. He has a couple piercings, but they are painted black metal, so it blends into his skin. A couple in the ears, one in the nose, and you see he has some sort of ink, but it looks very strange on his scales because the tattoo was made both on his scales and the skin between scales. So the skin between scales is tattooed, but on the scales itself is some sort of paint-looking material, all to make one canvas on his chest of a star pattern. Yeah, come back here. We'll get you set up, buddy, and we'll begin the process. Is this your friend, your companion, your lover? What's whatever? You guys together?
Yeah,
Very good friends.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, make yourself comfortable, or feel free to walk around other stores or something. It's gonna take a little bit, but Just want you to know what you're in for. We'll be here for a little bit.
All
I've never
right.
seen a tattoo before.
Yeah, you should definitely stay and watch.
Oh yeah, you can stay and watch if you want to. Got no problem with that. I'm into that. And he kind of winks at you.
Hey, I can.
Bill blushes.
All right, come on back here. Follow me. And he walks towards the back of the store on the left side, which is apparently his booth that he has decorated with several pieces of art, a couple thank you letters on a mirror on the side wall, and he has a table laid out up against that wall below the mirror that has different tools and several different colors of ink and several scraps of paper and cloth where he has used as scrap drawing, ink testing, and things like that. And a bar stool there that he sits on, and the stool comes up to about shoulder height of the chair that is attached to the ground in front of him. He pats the chair on the bottom. Take a seat.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And he grabs a sketchbook from the side and swivels around and we'll say he's on your right side, sitting in the chair, and he flips the book over a couple pages. All right, I heard you wanted a dragon, right? Something like that. You know exactly what you want. You want a what type of dragon? What color dragon? You want its breath coming out? Not so much. You want what kind of background you thinking of? Tell me your ideas.
Hold on one second.
All right.
How many tattoos do you got?
Oh, I got a great number. I can do anything. Maybe some things better than others, but yeah, I specialize in landscapes and beasts. It's kind of my thing.
Sorry, I had to get the herd of children out of my room.
Yeah.
Jeez, all right. So, a dragonborn, huh?
Yes, sir.
Doing a
Dragonborn.
dragon tattoo is beautiful.
I mean, it's good as it gets, I suppose. Maybe ironic to some people, but it is what it is.
So whenever somebody books an appointment, you guys just like put that name in a hat and you like wrap the name out, and whoever gets the name gets the appointment.
There are several factors. Guy up front, Olshan, he knows what he's doing, but we typically go by a couple of different factors of who's free, who's good at doing what exactly, and who wants to take on different challenges and things like that. We all stay busy kind of all the time around here, but a lot of stuff goes into it.
Well, I'm definitely into it.
Yeah, but it looked cool.
You know,
Well, you should-
I'm sure Ocean's went over with you before, but there's 3 steps in this process. There's design, outline, and then fill. So right now we're in design part of that, and we're going to sit here and figure out what you want, my friend. We're going to figure out how I can get that for you. We're going to work on some basics of the design. Depending on how long that takes, we can do an outline today, maybe put it off the outline till later, because there's a lot that goes into this. It's on your body, and I'll make sure you're happy with it. And from there, after that, give that a couple days to heal and dry, and then we'll come back and do some fill whenever you're ready for it.
Sounds great to me, man.
Sure. So
I'm just here for it.
yeah. So you said you want this on your arm, right? You want the whole sleeve? Is that what I heard?
Yep.
All
I
right.
want the dragon to wrap around my arm and the head to end on the top of my hand.
The head on your hand.
Yep. On the
Dig.
top of it.
All right. Now, what color dragon you thinking of?
It's going to be a red dragon with gold outline. So like the traditional sort of dragon. It's like the whiskers. I want his whiskers to be like goldish, you know.
All right. I'm feeling it. And as he's taking the details, he's sketching as you're talking. Like, you know, as you mention something, he's doing something on the sketch pad in front of him as he's looking at you back to the sketch pad. All right. Let's see here. I think I got an idea. What kind of background are you looking for? Any kind of other items you want in the art, or just the dragon on your skin? What are you thinking?
Yep, just the dragon.
All right. On this dragon, do you have anything you want to do, like with the dragon in particular? What kind of art style are you familiar with? You want something that's more Eastern, something that's more, more common to Falonkort, or something more of illustrious? What kind of art you're looking for? Or I can show you a couple pieces if you want to pick from one or something.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would like to. So, the different art styles, like, can you describe those to me?
Sure. The ones from Illustrious are kind of like, high magic and runic in a way. It's very hard-edged and angular. The ones from Falonkort are more naturalistic and rough and wild looking. They have a lot of stuff going on, almost to the point of abstraction. The ones from the Far East are going to be more like more bearded and flowing and winding and has that kind of water nature about them.
Okay, that sounds like exactly what I want.
That's what you want there? All right, I can do that. Now, granted, it won't be very realistic exactly, but we can make it work. And for the sake of time, Samuel and your Dragonborn artist go back and forth for a while, and eventually Goris shows you a sketch of the dragon on your arm, and the dragon is perched, with his back legs on your shoulder, its front legs are wrapping around your elbow, and the body full in your bicep, but then its neck twining around your arm slightly back, over to one side of your forearm, then back to the top, and the dragon is roaring on your hand in the sketch that he shows you. Something like this, is that very pretty ample? Is there any details you want to change?
Nope, that looks beautiful.
All right. Well, we've been here for a while. I got an appointment in about an hour or so, but I think we can rough something out. If you want to do an outline, we can do that real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to it. And he gets the process done where he transfers the sketch outline onto an ink where he lays that, or a paper that he lays onto your skin. He wets that with some sort of oil, peels that away. The ink is up behind, and he takes out a needle that is attached to some sort of stick that has a pot on top of it. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna do my best to be quick, but I'm gonna do this right. All right. So sit back. You need something to bite on? Have you had a tattoo before? It's gonna hurt a little bit.
No, but I'll be okay.
All right, let's begin. And as you take your shirt off to at least expose your arm and your shoulder, and as you lay your arm and stuff up on the table next to you, it's not uncomfortable, but it does elevate your arm to a level where you can work at it better. And I'm gonna have you roll me a con save, please.
Why do I always have trouble looking for somebody's thing over there?
7.
Oh.
It hurts more than you expected. As soon as he starts poking into you, you start vocalizing out, but eventually you bite your teeth and feel kind of embarrassed a little bit. But you push through it. It hurts. It hurts more than you expected for a tiny needle poking into you over and over again for an hour. You're going to take 4 damage, 4 piercing damage.
Jeez.
And when he gets done, the area is very red, but the tattoo itself looks very good. Goris apparently is very skilled in what he does and does a good job on their tattoo, but your complexion apparently was not made for this. Okay, that's the end of that. Looking a little rough there, but I got something for that. Hang on. He reaches over and...
I got this. Don't worry. I'll come over. I'll come over and cast Cure Wounds on you.
Okay. Go and cast Cure Wounds.
You get I don't know, I rolled it, bounce it. Oh, you get fucking 12 hit points back.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh yeah, that'll work. Easy. All right, my friend. Here, take this. And he reaches in the drawer and picks out a bottle. and the bottle has a nozzle on the end of it. And he pulls out the little stopper, and then takes some of the oil, puts it on his hand, rubs his hands around a little bit, very gently rubs his hand over your arm. It hurts a little bit, but he rubs this oil all across your arm and shoulder to cover the tattoo up, and caps the bottle, puts it back, wipes his hands off on a rag that apparently is covered in oil, so it's made for this. All right, you can take care of that. Don't let it hit anything if you can help it. Sleep on your other side when you sleep tonight, and anytime after, probably tomorrow evening, we should be good to go to do fill whenever it's convenient for you. Come back and schedule in later whenever you're feeling good. So Samael at this time has a black and white outline of a dragon on his arm, full scale.
Man, that tattoo would have killed a commoner.
Well, here we are. It wasn't so bad. I was just
Imagine getting a tattoo and then just dying from it.
Damn. You go and bleed out on the fucking table.
Bro, I just drew a circle.
Okay, it is getting close to evening at this point, so whatever you guys are going to do, that's where you're at. As far as you know, you have nowhere to stay right now.
Yeah, you think we ought to find some place to go for the night?
Sure.
At least somewhere to drop off these two while they're just T-posing in the background behind us.
We good? I'm down for whatever. My arm kind of hurts.
Yeah. Let's go find somewhere. At least if we have some place to stay. I need to. It's been a bit. I'm gonna go try to find. See if there's a temple district around here or something. This many people.
What?
Somebody's. Yeah. Somebody has to have something like that around here.
Sure. Let's say roll an investigation check.
Oh man, super good at that. Yeah.
Talking around, you feel kind of like a fish out of water in this town. People here are very much out for themselves, and you try to strike up some conversations about directions, and most people either flat out ignore you, blow you off, or don't understand what you're talking about, or just give you false directions, and you try and go to different places of town, and there's nothing there. You can't seem to find anything marking religion in this town.
I hate this city. Everybody's so mean.
It's because I'm jealous of this tattoo.
The entire time I'm trying to ask people, fucking Sam's just in the background, like, moving his arms.
I'm showing it off.
If you do this, it looks like he's eating you.
The more you walk around, Sam, you're keeping your arm exposed, and in doing so, you remind me real quick. Do you have what clothes are you wearing? Like typically.
You generally have like a sleeve, but I obviously wouldn't be wearing anything sleeve currently.
Okay, but normally you have a long sleeve tunic on, more or less. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
Do you have any armor or anything? Any leather armor or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay. So walking around town, you have your tunic hiked up over one side, so it's just your stomach, your pec, and this one arm that are exposed. You have the sleeve tied around your neck in a certain way and pull it down through the front. And it's for the tattoo, but the mood's kind of growing on you.
Getting some lookers, bud. Look at that one right over there. It's like some hunchback lady. One eye.
That's my guy. That's Ugboard. That's Ugboard Live.
Interestingly enough, after this joke is made, you start looking around and you are getting a couple of looks. And as you walk past a certain part of town, you see a building that has been very covertly dyed a brownish red color. And there's a certain amount of ladies around this area, and they start looking at you and start making fingers at you and faces and trying to call you over to them.
Pale blushes and turns around and walks away.
I'm gonna grab his arm and wheel him back around and walk him towards these women.
No.
Let's go, buddy. It's time.
You closer, a couple of ladies pull into Samuel. Oh, is that new? They start tracing the outline of your arm without touching your arm.
So I'm gonna lean in and kind of flex my arm and just be a total tool bag and be like, hey.
All the girls kind of swoon a little bit. Hey, you got some free time, buddy? We got a couple rooms upstairs.
Well, I might have to take you up on that offer some other time.
Yeah, there's girls. There's 3 of them around you at this point, Samuel. One is at the front, in front of you, talking to you and tracing your arm. Then there's 2 on behind you and to your one side. And they kind of like are starting to push you in the direction of the building a little bit.
Sam, come on. These nice ladies. They're.
No,
what are they doing?
no,
they're nice, but we have to go.
So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of gently break away and walk towards Pale and be like, "Oh, sorry, ladies, not today."
Okay, make a perception check.
Who?
Me, I'm assuming.
$12. Good to know. You break away from the ladies and they go, "Aww," and they start cleaning themselves up and crossing their arms and everything, and they eventually before you're even out of eyesight they start finding someone else to swoon over and talk to and try and pull in the building and everything.
Gotcha. I'm gonna check myself, kind of pat myself down.
Make an investigation check on yourself. 11. It is your stuff. So as long as you didn't roll below a 10, you wouldn't miss anything. Everything seems to be there. You can't see anything gone right away that you're aware of. Although your coin pouch does feel lighter than you expected. How much gold do you have right now?
I have 475 gold.
Yeah, you're short 50.
Short 50 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So, buddy, I just got robbed. What do you think I should do? Are you above me causing a scene?
No. But.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my sword out and I'm going to demand my money back.
Pell will gladly rough up a chef over a couple silver, but if a girl robs 50 gold, he turns into a sad doge.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self myself. I'm gonna turn into a Ugborg.
All right, so Pell is now looking like Ugborg is first to the orc. So Sam, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pulling my sword out and I'm approaching them and demanding my money back.
You go up to the lady, one of the ones who was talking to you. I assume the one who's actually talking to you.
Yep.
And you come over and she says, "Hey, change your mind," and she rubs her finger across the front of your chest.
I'm gonna grab her by her throat and hold her, not rough, right? Just enough to kind of like be firm and say, "The money now."
I'm into that, but that's gonna cost extra. You gotta calm down. And as you say this, there are a couple people you didn't recognize step out from around the corners of the buildings, who apparently are guards for this establishment, and that they also have drawn their swords and are looking directly at you.
Ugborg comes up. Give the man his money back.
She coughs out, "No refunds." And the guards,
He didn't buy nothing. You robbed him.
the two guards who are clothed in light tunics and some shoulder plates have walked over to you. What's the problem?
And before they get in to reach me, I'm going to grab her and spin her around and hold my knife to her throat. And I'm going to tell them she robbed me of 50 gold. I want my money back, and I leave graciously.
You're not worth 50 gold, friend. And they walk closer to you and still holding their swords.
Yeah, neither is she to me.
I don't think it's worth the auto, boys. As Ugbor pulls out a hammer, starts waving it in the air.
They look at each other real quick.
Just gives gold back, and we leave.
You know what? One of the guards says. He takes another step towards you. Now he's within 10 feet.
One more step.
I'm calling your bluff. He's gonna raise a sword and go to swing at you.
I'm casting Guiding Bolt at 4th level.
He swings at me.
All right. Well, hold up. Let's get this going here. Since we're gonna do this. Yep, that's the wrong one. Back that one up. Where'd my thing go? There it is. Alright, well shoot fellers, I ain't got a map for this one. We'll just do that, huh? That's not the thing. What can you guys see?
Featured creatures.
Doesn't apply to us anyway, but not what I was looking for. That'll work anyway. Standard old sandy map. Alright. Let's do this here. Nope. That there. Do that. And let me go down here. Okay, and we'll say here, Samael's your hostage. So these guys actually be right up
Damn, you make me sound evil.
over here.
Oh, come on.
And then you can go to the. Well, I cannot hide that thing, so just do more of the text there. Can I actually do that? Let me see. Nope. Is it in the background thing? Is that just part of the? There we go. Cool.
So which one's attacking me?
This guy over here is going to step up and try and swing at you. At that point, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Just want to kind of shove her into as she's doing that.
Okay, stuff together.
Boo.
And okay, let me get back to my text here. There we go. Oh. 15-6. Okay, let me pull up a stat block. I'm just a little unprepared for that. Alright. Okay, so Sam, you got the drop. You're the quickest on your feet. What are you doing?
I'm going to. So can I like shove her into him as he's attacking me, or is that like a?
That will be your action, but you can do that.
That's okay. I'm totally going to cast slow on this guy.
Okay. Now, that's it has a verbal somatic and
Oh
material
my
component.
God.
Now, being its somatic component is going to require you to either drop your sword or drop your grapple on this girl. Or I'm sorry, you're holding a dagger right now, so you'll have to drop your dagger to make the somatic motions or let go.
Oh, that's okay. I don't care about her anymore. I'm throwing her into him, or just throwing her away. I don't give a shit what happens
Okay.
to her.
So you drop your grasp on her, make the somatic motions, and you cast slow on that guard, right?
Yeah,
All right.
I have no intentions of killing some random wench. I'm gonna say that to her as I'm throwing her away. Toss her around like a sack of potatoes.
Okay. So she's down, and you cast slow on the guard there. Is there anything else you're going to do?
Let's see. No, I guess that's it.
Okay. What's your spell save DC for the slow spell?
14.
14. Okay. And guard rolled a 2.
Whoa.
I dropped with molasses. What?
That's if you don't have a focus, which I believe you do.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That has to be molasses.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if that's it for you, then we are down to the second guard, who's going to come up here, and he's going to walk 5, 10, let's see, 10 feet right there, and he's going to swing.
I'll take an attack opportunity on Bucky.
Sure can, buddy. Go for it.
I can too, can I?
No, not until he moves out of your area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Fuck, I don't have full caster.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage. 9 damage.
Also get, hold on. Oh, the analog, yeah.
That message is so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I was sorry, I got off track there. 9 was your damage. Okay, duly noted. As the guard runs past you rather towards Samael, you take your hammer, and before he gets out of reach, you just smack him in the back, and it kind of pushes him forward into Samael, where he takes a swing with a scimitar.
At me,
At you.
I want to use a reaction and cast fucking shield.
Okay, good to know.
Wait. Usually, hold on. I'd wait to see if he hits you first.
But
Yeah, you can wait to see if he hits you or not. Because then you can use your reaction to like cast shield then. Because I mean, you could just like
You rolled
roll
a-
bullshit.
It was a 13 to hit, by the way.
yeah, I definitely should use it.
I mean, you can use it now. Like, you just gotta know if it hits. Because
Yeah.
if it's like a certain thing, then you just cast shield because it's your reaction.
Yeah, but yeah, it's 13 to hit with your shield. That definitely does not hit. That's going to be it for him. So after him, it's going to be the first guard, who is going to, let me see everything, slow. Up to 6. Well, hang on. Let me ask you, Cody. Slow lets you choose 6 creatures, up to 6 creatures within a 40-foot cube. Did you want to affect the other guard?
I want to affect everyone, the woman, the guard.
Okay. Let me roll a quick retroactive save for him real quick.
Yeah, I want her to be slow as fuck too. I want my money back.
That was a 15, by the way, for that card. So the first card did succeed the spell. Did save from the spell. The girl rolled a 16. She also saves from the spell. So just the one guard that we're dealing with, that is his turn now. And let me double check here. The speed is halved, takes a minus 2 penalty to AC and Dex saving throws. It can't use reactions on turn as action or bonus action, not both. Regards to the creature's chances. Cast a spell. Okay. Alright. So, slower than normal. He's going to try and step towards you as if he was running, but he's actually walking, and he's going to take a swing at you with the scimitar as well. It has to be a 7. He's slow enough for you to just casually dodge out of the way. Now it's Pale's turn.
I sip a cup of tea as he swings.
I'll walk up right behind this guy. I'll place a hand on his shoulder. Just be like, picked a really bad day to work, buddy. I'm gonna cast inflict wounds at
Oh no.
let me see. I'll just cast it at second level.
Okay.
25.
That 25 does hit.
31 damage.
Fine.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You cast the inflict wound spell, and as the necrotic energy leaves your hand on his back, he just withers in your hands. The wax just pours out of his mouth as a soundless scream escapes him, and he crumples on the ground slowly.
Oh wait, hold on. So, if I want somebody to die from necrotic damage, I want them to like melt into a puddle.
Oh.
So like Hell just comes up and his like hand glows like that, like weird green. He's like, I'm real sorry, buddy. You picked a bad day to work.
Okay.
He just puts it on, like claps his back, and then he just melts into a goop.
All right. So yeah, his body withers into the gelatinous blood and organ goop that is his body as you wither him down into the concentrated human.
I'm gonna let out an insane laugh and scream. Is your goop worth 50 gold now, buddy?
Okay. With that, it's Sam's turn again.
Okay, well, I'm going to use Green Flame Blade on this guy.
Okay.
Nice
So-
roll.
I think if I roll it,
Yeah, you have to roll a hit first.
Right. Oh yeah, do I have to roll with my melee, right? My
Yeah.
arm strike, or not an arm, but my rapier.
15 actually does not hit.
Wow.
Okay. So you cast a spell and try to swing at him. Even though he's slow, he's wearing a little bit of armor, and your blade glances off of him at a bad angle.
I get another shot at it, don't I? Do I get 2 attacks?
You have to remind me, do you?
It says attacks per action, yeah, 2.
Said what?
It says attacks per action 2 here, so
Okay, cool.
I can't.
Dirty 20 does hit.
Hey, doesn't he get a -2 to his AC?
For slow, yes, he does. That brings him down to 14, which means that you're 15. Was it 15? Where'd you go? Yeah, 15. The 15 does hit. The first one does. So yeah, because of your slow spell, yeah, that does hit.
Nice. So
So-
should I go through with the, okay. We got my cantrip.
So we'll just have you roll the damage for that again for the green flame blade. We'll disregard the first 2. Okay. So there's 2 damage types there with fire. Which one do we use? I'm a little confused.
One of it's just a flat, the other one's like adding a +3 to it.
Let me see. Google, please load. Branch weapon. On the hit, your target suffers with normal damage, and you cause fire. Fire damage. I'm not sure why it's giving us damage there. It says here it's just your normal rapier damage plus fire damage equal to your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, so on at 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 fire damage to a target on a hit, and the fire damage to the second creature increases to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
Both damage.
Yeah. So it does your normal rapier damage. So roll rapier damage as well, and that'll be +6 for this one because it was the first creature.
Yeah. And then I guess you can like get that fire to come off and go on this bitch right here.
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing that? I guess we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
I just
And with green flame blade.
So Sam imbues his blade with green fire energy and takes a swipe at the guard there, who does who is going to die from this. So you tell me how it happens.
So I'm going to ready my sword, and I'm going to just do a rush, like a spinning circle, and slash him like one time in the throat, and do another spin and slash his abdomen open.
Okay. And he gets sliced into several fiery pieces that are half cooked when they fall to the ground, and he is very much dead. What happens to the lady you were with? She stands pushed back a few feet before all this happens, trying to run away, and then fire hits her in the back.
She just splash damage. I don't know. I guess she's just gonna. I don't want to attack her with my sword. Just fire's good enough for that.
I mean, she's a commoner, and you're casting 9 fire damage at her.
Oh.
I mean,
Does that have?
it says on a
hit.
hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack roll effects, and you can cause green fire to leap from the target to a different creature
Okay,
of your choice.
so you can cause the extra fire to splash onto her if you want to.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
So
Make it splash at her feet.
So we'll call it the end of that. And this girl is running away back towards the house, and as she do, coins spill out of her blouse and onto the ground as she's like stumbling over herself to just get back to the door. She gets back to the door. All the girls have scrambled. Everybody's gone from this area except for the people that were in front of you. And as she gets back to the door, she pounds on it for a second. The door flings open, and she gets grabbed and yanked inside by a couple hands, and the door gets slammed shut.
All this over 50 fucking gold. So, so what do we do? Wait here.
I just wanted to find someplace to sleep for the night.
Jeez.
Ed, we're picking a fight with whores in the streets. I look like a border still for some reason.
You do. In the name of Ugbor.
In the name of Akbar.
For our purposes, you guys are over in this area right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast prestidigitation on myself to clean myself.
Easy enough. The blood, the soot, and the dirt just waft from your clothes and get blown away by a breeze.
What about you, buddy? Do you need this?
Yeah, especially this head. I kind of got like his back on it a little bit.
Hell, are you still like disguised as Ugbor?
I think it lasts like an hour.
You look at your hand. Your hand feels dirty, but it looks clean. It looks like Ugbor's hand.
I can feel it. It doesn't look it, but I feel gross.
Well, I don't think I can wash that feeling away, bud. I think you're just gonna have to live with
The
it.
back is on my hand.
You can backhand somebody.
The back is on my hand. So yeah.
Okay, so let's definitely get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Man, I
Sorry.
feel really bad for somebody seeing that next morning.
Right. So you guys are going to hurriedly rush away?
Yeah, I'm gonna go find a place to meditate.
All right. You wander through the city, and there are several lights. Well, not several. There are many lights burning in this city. Several torches and candles all through in windows and along certain building areas. There are a couple people carrying lanterns through the street as they walk, just to give themselves a better light. But as evening approaches in the city, there are a few places that stand out to you as places that might offer some lodging of some sort. As you walk towards the ask me where you're walking to on the map, from where you were at.
Where are we walking to?
You were
I
right here. Tell me where you're walking to, or what direction you're heading in.
would really, yeah. I was gonna say I wouldn't really be wandering in like a specific direction. You would just be walking around.
Okay.
If
Along
there's
that
like
strip
any
there-
homeless people or something around, Pale would just be like, you know where a man can get a bed for the night? Or just anybody out on the street, really, not homeless people. I feel like it'd be derogatory.
you specifically ask homeless people where they sleep.
Fucking jerk.
Where can I sleep tonight?
He scoots over. Right here on the newspaper.
I got a room here if you want. And he pats your
Oh.
campus iron.
Go find somebody else.
Okay.
I don't want to take up all your room. You're a big guy.
But asking a few people along the way, you find information that tells you about the existence of the Morning Glory Inn, and that is going to be right here. There's also going to be the Flea Towers over on this side, which are located exactly. Where did I put those at? They are the two main buildings right here, are the Flea Towers.
Let's go to the Morning Glory place.
Let's go.
That's my name.
Maybe I can go get into some more shenanigans before we go to sleep.
And if you guys want to mark that on the map, I'd appreciate it because I'm going to forget. But yeah, the Morning Glory and the Flea Towers. Heading towards the Morning Glory, they're along the drag behind the bazaar. The Morning Glory is a rather large building. It has pillars that hold up the front awning that extend up into the overhang of the building. It's kind of barn shaped. Walking inside, it's nice for what it is. It doesn't seem like it's anything incredibly fancy, but inside you find several tables lined up on the inside. The first floor appears to be an area where people can gather and get ready for their travels or their comings in and everything. But it's just mainly tables and chairs on this floor of the building. There is a front desk area with a dwarf at the front, beard and braided hair, just sitting there kind of mindlessly just fiddling with something on the desk.
Oh,
Hey, boss, how's Jesse gonna say y'all have a heart?
What is it?
Jesse has somebody cover his shift tomorrow, and he said y'all have a heart.
Gosh. Is he in jail again or something?
Stacy in jail again.
he said something about he had to do something so he could watch history.
What?
Yeah, he said he had to do something to watch history be making or something.
Gosh.
Oh man. I don't know how to fucking change this.
Eventually, the dwarf at the front of the desk looks at you and stands up a little bit. You can tell if he's standing or sitting, but he straightens up a little bit. Yeah, can I help you? You looking for something?
You guys got any rooms for rent tonight?
Yeah, I got plenty. You want one?
Sure, we'll take
Are we sharing a room? Oh, let's take
take
What kind of bed
I
situation?
mean,
you
yeah, how
got?
many beds are in there?
I got a lot of options here, buddy. We got some that are double beds, we got triple beds, we got one bed that's really large, we got beds that are really small, a couple in the room. Depends what you want. I'm probably accommodation.
You got 4 beds in one room.
I got 4 beds in one room that all shape like hearts if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. That one.
You want that one?
Yeah.
You want the intersect honeymoon suite? Is that what you want?
Yeah. How much?
That one's gonna cost you 5 gold for the night.
Oh my, yes. Yes. Yes, we'll do it.
All right.
You don't understand. I almost lost 50 earlier to a bunch of women.
Hey, we've all been there. He turns around and gets some keys off the wall, flips up in a big book, and okay, what name can I get for the reservation? Who's paying?
Samael.
All right, Samael. Got it. All right, gold, please.
Alright, I'm gonna hand him the gold.
As you're handing him the gold, you realize your bag is still light. You never grabbed the gold off of the ground before you ran away.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, appreciate that, friend. Here you go. Here's your key. The room is going to be upstairs. Then you take the stairwell up the other way. Like it's
Before he finishes, I'm gonna run out the door back to where we were. It's gone. It's gone! I'm just gonna come back in the fucking... Go outside and start smacking the ground.
Damn it!
All right. Hey, you might want to go outside and check on your friend. He seems to have had a breakdown.
He got robbed by a cord over there.
Okay. Well, then just so you know, tall boy, when he gets back, there's the staircase over here is gonna be the spiral sort of staircase, goes back and forth, but it's external. It's not a stairwell or anything. You go up to the 3rd floor, go down the end of the hallway, take a right. It's the door with the heart on it. Shouldn't be hard to find, but just so you know where your room is.
Alright, appreciate it, buddy.
I was checking so long to adjust my coin on here.
I didn't give you one.
Yeah.
It's I know you can go to inventory and just like click on that little spot and it should pop it up for you.
Quit.
This is handy for being convenient and making it so more people can play together, us playing online. But man, it'll be so much more fun when we play in person, so you can see my faces and I don't have to describe my gestures. You can just see it happen and everything. You can see me smirk when you guys just run away without picking up gold.
What is it?
I said, but when we play in person, it's gonna be not as convenient, but a lot more fun because I don't have to describe my gestures. You can see the gestures I'm making as the characters, and you can see me. You do stuff like smirk when you guys run away without picking up your gold.
Yeah, I figured it was kind of, I don't know. I just didn't think about it. I was like, oh, whatever.
I did it.
I killed him. You guys, give me a minute.
But we're about done. So Sam is outside. Hell is inside the Morning Glory Inn, and you've been given keys to the Intersect Honeymoon Suite, is what it's been called, with 4 heart-shaped beds with red down comforters. What do you guys do?
Hold on a second.
I might ask the innkeeper dude. Be like, are there any temples in this city?
Oh yeah, we got a couple. Are you looking for any particular deities, or are you looking for anybody to pray to?
Saloon specifically.
Also then, yeah, she's got a little homage place. It's not really a temple, more of a. She's part of the what do you call the thing? He's just thinking for a second, scratching his beard. Like it's I forget what it's called. It's not like a temple. It's just like a place where people put a lot of shrines and stuff. It's down by the water, but it's like a line. They have like different deities set up on different shrines, and you can leave offerings or you can come and pray. There's a bunch of them down there. I'm pretty sure she's one of them.
check that out. Thank you.
No problem. Oh, hey, if you don't care, he kind of gets close to you. I really got this, this, and he points down. I got this itch. If your god can do anything about that, if you can put in a word for me, I appreciate it.
You know, take the time, clean yourself properly, you know, and everything will work out for you.
No, this is one of those, it's one of those recurring diseases, if you know what I mean.
Give me 8 hours and 50 gold, and I'll be able to help you out.
50.
I mean, you want the disease or not? I mean,
I'll think about it. I'll talk to you in the morning.
okay. Quick load. Let me look at my spells. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys want to go to the room, or what do you guys do?
I don't know if Cody's still going or not.
Oh, is Coach still gone?
Yeah. I guess Pell will go up in the room and like let the other two in there.
All right. So you three guys come into the room, and it is actually very nicely lit. You have a view of the city. This particular building sits higher above some of the others, and where it's a couple stories up, you have windows overlooking both down towards the docks and back uphill towards some of the other buildings. Mainly, there's a large cross-shaped building that is probably 7 stories tall and wide. It looks like one of the hotels from Vegas, more or less. And there are several statues around this building. The building is covered in windows, and it looks very nicely built. Down to the docks, you see all the people, lights moving through the city. Some lights in the distance just flickering in people's windows and along their caravans. Down at the docks, you see boats floating peacefully in the harbor, bobbing up and down. Some torch lights and candles lit in that area as well. And just on the horizon, you see the moon and its reflection as it sinks below the horizon.
Pell like smile. He was like, I might go down and see if I can find that little shrine he was talking about.
Hang on, beer.
There.
Okay. Sorry about that. The girls yelled from the other end of the house, but they just needed a towel.
Alright.
Could you still gone, or?
Yeah.
Hmm. That was a different little session. I didn't expect it to go that way. That was fun, though.
Don't rid a man off.
Asking things about who is around me and do I believe them, and insight checks, and asking what's going on. These are the things that I live for.
Yeah, I'm bad for the inside shit. Which, I mean, I should, because my fucking wisdom is insane. My insight's like a +4 normally.
You guys basically get into the room and make yourselves comfortable. Sam and Vorik can go into their respective trances and take a look around, and you guys find some rest without any major issues following. And that'll be where we end for today.
Alright.
Yeah, not sure.